Metro are reporting on LGBTQ plus football fans wanting to go to the upcoming World Cup in Qatar. Good luck with that, Nick.
Yes, well, I'm very against the World Cup being in Qatar because it's too hot and we have no chance of winning. But there's also a moral element. Yeah, this is in the Metro. Fans won't let Qatar's homophobic laws stop them going to the World Cup. So this is a story about Joe White, a guy who's going to go over there anyway, despite the fact that same-sex relations between men are currently illegal there. But he's going to go out to make a point. And, yeah, this is a whole moral question about the Qatar World Cup. These kind of things are bound to come up if you have a World Cup there. So there's a question about what's actually going to happen. I think it's quite brave of them to go over because they don't really know if it's going to be safe. There's also this issue where they were thinking about someone proposed a kind of host scheme where you could look after... someone can go over there and they can stay in someone's house. But that's not going to be able to happen if you're a gay person because you're going to be too concerned about it. So, yeah, that's the essence of the story.
Isn't everyone in Qatar going to pretend to be really liberal and tolerant for, like, a month?
That's exactly it.
And then when the tournament's over, we'll just go back to being truly hateful and intolerant.
Well, yeah, that's what people are worried about. Qatar has responded to concerns by stating fans will be able to display rainbow flags inside the stadiums and everyone is welcome. But the concerns are about, are you really welcome and what will happen outside of the stadiums? I mean, this is bound to happen, is that you can't change Qatar's...
Well, is it our job to change other countries?
There is that question. I mean, obviously you can't... that's the question, isn't it? You can't change it overnight.
Why should we superimpose our values on them?
Well, yeah, that is an argument. And if you're going to have... That is an argument. You're not going to change Qatar's whole customs overnight, are you? But if you're going to have the tournament there, once you've decided that, these things are bound to come up. The other thing that's worth mentioning is that more than 6,500 people have died since the games were awarded, since 2010, in the construction of the stadiums. That's also a massive moral scandal.
Yeah, I think the only way that you should ever change other countries is just to make them have a Starbucks. I wouldn't go any further than that.
Yeah, I mean, if...
It's something I find very reassuring, and maybe...
And a McDonald's.
The Golden Arches.
Yeah, I knew you were going there, Mark. You're such a populist.
And apart from that, I wouldn't change any other territory.
I think that we should actually start a campaign to get a Starbucks on Mount Everest. Well, I mean, already, you know, I think it should be in the death zone, because I think that would...
That's when you need a latte macchiato, isn't it?
All the time, right? I mean, how are you expected to get to the top of Mount Everest if you have a good double shot of caffeine?
And it won't be a skinny one, not after all that hiking.
No. Oh, sweetie, we're going to get brownies. It's going to be great.
I've become the straight man of this show. I'm like the serious newsman of this show now.
You're the conscience of this programme, which means we're all in trouble.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's scraping the barrel. But I do think this is... One thing that's quite brave about this protest is you see in the Premier League, we see the sort of pointless kneeling, and we saw the armbands around captains' arms, you know, with the rainbow thing, which is all a bit of virtue signalling in this country. But to go out to Qatar as a gay person, that actually takes a bit more guts, I think.
Yeah, so big up to that young man. I hope he has a good time, and I hope he's treated with respect.